Okay, here is the official light bar test. So these are just running lights. Low beams, high beams, and the light bar. You guys, no contest. What's up guys, welcome back to Bro Builds. Got a really quick video for you today. It's a little bit different. I got this 22-inch light bar I'm gonna be installing on my four-wheeler. It's gonna go right here. Riding last weekend, almost got caught out in the dark and realized a light bar is super important for an off-road vehicle. The lights are bright, you know, they would have gotten the job done, but riding down some sketchy terrain in the dark, I think it's a great idea to have a light bar. So I picked this up off of Amazon for about 40 bucks. I'm gonna see if I can just tie it into the fog lights. They've already got their own switch up here. And so that I think would be the simplest solution. The mounting is pretty simple, very self-explanatory. So let's just get that done in a jiff. All right, got it mounted. Looks pretty mean, I think. I like it. So basically I've just got these mounting bars here. They go down to the light bar mount and the wire ended up on this side. So all I'm gonna do is run it down, well, at least temporarily, and attach it to the fog light wires, which are right there. And if that works, then I'll tie them in permanently. All right, so there's just a little tab at the back here. You lift it up, pops right off. All right, so this goes to the light, so that shouldn't work anymore. And this goes to the quad. So I'm just gonna hook the wires in there and see if the light works. All right, so basically just got them shoved into the plug there. Turn the quad on and nothing. Now let's switch the wires and see if that works. All right, switch the wires and guess what? Bam! Oh yeah, there's the Fiero. You guys haven't seen that in a while. It's dusty and the battery's dead. Check that out, that is sweet. So it's got spots on the side here, and it is hard to tell the difference, but these are spotlights, and then the center I think is floodlights, but dang, those are bright. It's late, I'm gonna go to bed and get this finished up tomorrow. I'm probably just gonna use some what are they called? They're like T-clamp thingies where you clamp them in. You know, maybe not. I might clip the wires for the fog lights and actually solder these together. Yeah, that's probably the best idea. Maybe I'll do that. I moved out to the shop. This is where all my tools and everything are. I'm gonna finish up the wiring for the light bar, and then I'm also gonna do a little bit of customization on the front of my four-wheeler here. So I'm thinking this will give me a little better access to the wiring anyway, so let's just pop this cover off. Perfect. All right, I got the 4 screws pulled out, and now it's separated. Look at that. So I'll just clean this up. I'll hit it with some primer, and then I'll paint it with this matte patriotic blue. It's a pretty good match. It's not exact, but it's really close. So good enough for me. So I got the wires split apart. So this is the wire that goes out to the light. And then I'm splicing in the wires from the light bar. They're basically just running down back here. And we're gonna splice those into, this is the fog lamp side of the plug. So we're just gonna splice them in, and then it'll use that factory plug and it should be great. These connections are amazing. So I've used them a ton of times. The blue part is a waterproof, the silver is solder, and it's a super strong connection. I just got them on Amazon and they're not very expensive and they work really, really well. So that's what I'm using today. I basically you can use open flame or you can use a heat gun. I'm gonna use a heat gun. And the clear part is a shrink wrap. So it's gonna shrink up, waterproof the whole thing, solder it together, and just hold it really strong. So, all right, we got the wires hooked up. I'm gonna extend this back and retape everything. But before I do that, let's hook these up and make sure it works right. All right, it's plugged in. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, baby. How about that? Man, that thing's bright. Let's Let's turn the shop lights off and do a little test. All right, so there's the headlights, there's the brights, and there's the light bar. My goodness, what a difference. So once I get it all dialed in, I still need to tighten down some of the hardware. Then I'll get it set to the correct angle and everything. And it's light outside right now, so once I do all that, and then when it gets dark, I'll take it outside and we'll do like a legit test to see how it looks. And I think I'm gonna be real happy, guys. This thing is awesome. All right, check it out. We got it all taped up, looking factory. So this is the light bar wires. This is the fog light wires, and hooked up to the factory connection. So I think that was a pretty good way to do it. Someone on the CF Moto Facebook group mentioned that they tied theirs into the fog lamps. That's where I got the idea. I don't remember his name, but shout out to that guy because this was a really, really good way to do it. I like it a lot. And I didn't have to order any extra switch kits. I didn't have to junk up the handlebars with any extra switches. So I really like it. I think it turned out pretty darn good. Nice and clean. It's a good addition for sure. All right, I got both those little covers pulled off, all cleaned up and prepped for painting. I'm gonna start with this primer. I already had it. I think it's like for rims. It's a pretty hard primer, which is good. I'm sure over time these will get scratched up and need repainted, but I think it'll be a fun little pop of color on the front of the four-wheeler, and I can always just touch it up as I need to. I really like customizing things and making them stand out, making them a little bit my own, and so that's what my goal is gonna be with this four-wheeler, is just do all these little touches to make it a little more unique and a little more like my own style. Well, let's let those dry and then we'll do the first blue coat. It's gonna look good. Again, just going pretty dang light with this first coat. That worked pretty well, I think. All right, we'll give it about 10 minutes and come back and do a second coat. Look who finally decided to be in a video again.
I'm Dan's twin, Stan. I'm here sometimes. Not for any reason.
What's up? I'm gonna go do the second coat of paint while Dan he's not doing anything. He's just sitting here doing.
I'm totally working.
He's legitimately working. Let's do the second coat of paint. All right, I just put the last coat of blue on. I think I did about like 6 coats or so. I was gonna do a clear coat or a few clear coats over the top, but I'm apparently out of clear coat, which is totally fine. These are super easy to pull off and touch up in the future. So now I'm gonna let them dry for about 24 hours. I'll throw them back on tomorrow and we'll see how they look. All right, I lied. I'm not waiting 24 hours for these to dry. All right, it's plastic, so we don't need to go too crazy. Break it. It is pretty rugged plastic, but not too crazy. Man, that looks great, you guys. Oh man, I could not be happier with that. That is so cool. All right, let's get the other side put on. That looks so good. Man, that color matches the rims so well. They're a little dirty right now, but they're a little bit, I don't know, not quite as vibrant, but it's a really good match. All right, let's go get Dan. You gotta come tell me what you think.
Okay.
Of the blue. On the front of the four-wheeler.
Whoa, looks like eyeballs. That's awesome. Is it still wet?
No, but I mean, it's not fully
Dude,
cured
it
yet.
looks so good.
Doesn't that look cool?
Yeah. I gotta ask, is this like slight texture from the spray paint?
No, that was already on the
That's
plastic.
coming through.
Yeah.
So you still get that kind of like
Rugged.
truck bed liner.
And I don't have to worry about it being a perfect paint job because it's
That's
not
true.
smooth anyway.
Dude, it looks good. Also,
Yeah, I like
it. Why does it feel like Legos? Like, you know?
Maybe that's why I bought it, because you know, guys, I like Legos.
Big old toy.
Did you know I like Legos, Dean?
Yeah. There's a winch on the front.
They all have winches.
That's cool.
Because
To get itself out.
CF Moto does that, because they're awesome.
Hey, is this an ad for CF Moto?
It's not, but it should be. Hit me up, CF Moto.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
So the last thing I gotta do is once it gets dark outside, we're gonna go give this a test and see how it.
It's been like 4 days since I finished putting this light bar on. There has been ridiculous fog every night. I'm finally able to go out with no fog or very little fog and see how it looks. Let's go check it out. It definitely doesn't translate very well in the video, but let me tell you, walking up to this thing looks pretty cool. They're all bright white. They look kind of yellow in the video, but in person, they're all nice, bright white. It's so cool looking. Okay, here is the official light bar test. So these are just running lights. Low beams, high beams, and the light bar. Oh, you guys, no contest. That is just ridiculous. Look at that. Isn't that? That is well worth a $40 investment from Amazon. You know what? Just for fun, here we are, full circle back in the garage where this video started. So there's regular lights, brights, and light bar. It just lights up the entire garage. That is so funny. Guys, that is one mean looking machine, if I do say so. So I also got the skid plate powder coated blue and the heat shield for the exhaust pipe powder coated blue. It's dirty, we rode today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. See you guys in the next one.